What's up, y'all? Back with another video today, and want to go over two important builds today. Gonna be the stretch forward, and as you can see, I've been busy, really busy. 3&D shooter, 6'9" shooter. Oh my god, got a real treat for you guys today. Inspired myself to work on a Carmelo Anthony build. Been disrespecting this king, man, and I'm gonna pay homage today the best way I know how. And there's two versions. If you want the late great right now Carmelo Anthony, this is the actual pie chart that you need to use and attributes that you need to use. I'm going to speed this part of the video up just for the sake of the video. And I've learned so much, man. There's so much to talk about this year and learn in 2K22. And I really didn't take my time this year, man, because I downloaded the game a day late, and by the time I got out there, it was already 10s and 12s and 13s already as far as rep goes in the park, and I was just, trying to hurry up and get a build out there. And as I continued to work on my build, I noticed that it lacked certain things, and this is going to be your typical stretch 4 build. And it's not really fancy, not really glitz and glamour. It's going to be able to shoot the lights out of a building with a 90 plus 3-ball and mid-range, but as you can see, 30 badges is not bad. Of course, we're going to go with fearless finisher here. We're going to go over the defense, and I want to be able to help, the center out here. I don't want to be a defensive liability, so I'm going to make sure I can rebound with this build. Now watch what I do with the playmaking here. Watch what I do. This here has got to be one of the best setups for playmaking when it comes to stretch. You're going to be able to cook. You're going to be able to cross some of those glass cleaners up. You want to be an absolute demon on the offensive end. With 30 playmaking badges, you can absolutely do that. Again, this is my personal preference. I've been playing the game since it came out, and I'm starting to get a very good, keen understanding with the badges and with the attribute layout that you really don't need a 93 ball this year. I mean, it's great to have. Definitely, it's something to fall back on. But when you know your jump shots, guys, this year, for whatever reason, the 80s, mid 80s is definitely where you need to be, in my opinion, to have a decent jump shot. I'm seeing guys in the park with a 67, 70, 75, green and everything. I'm literally green and everything, fadeaways and everything. But the highlight this year for me that was different than last year, obviously, it's going to be slippery off ball. Last year I ran it on a bronze, and this year I ran it on gold, and I seen a significant difference, especially on shooting attempts. I would get the ball in the corner, pass, move to a different spot, get the ball right back in the catch and shoot situation with blinders and dead eye on with slippery off ball and sniper. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Fade ace, I could fade if I wanted to. There's so many different things you could do with this build. But let's get into the second version of how I would actually make this build now, because you got to remember, I made this build day 2 when it came out, and I'm not a defensive liability, but knowing what I know now, not needing the 90 plus 3 ball and mid-range, I would have built them totally different, and I want to be able to show you that right here. And you could do it without sacrificing the ball handling, guys. Please, if you're going to sacrifice finishing and getting to the rim, do not sacrifice ball handling. I don't care what anybody says, but in this case, you're not going to have to sacrifice either one of them, because you're going to be able to get contact dunks. You're going to be able to get big man dunks around the rim. These attributes change slightly, but as I look over the actual 2K Lab requirements, there is a lot of dunks for 6'8" and taller players, 6'7", 6'8" taller players around the rim. And there's a host, the animations aren't that great, but you still can get a dunk off. You still, if you have the right attributes, quick twitch, you can get that dunk off. Trust me, especially if you know your jump shot. Now, as you can see, I have an 80 mid-range here, a 78 3-ball, I have a 58 ball handle, but with 10 playmaking badges, I'm going to try my hardest to make that work. And I think just for the sake of this, I'm going to come down on defense just so that I can get to that 12 to maybe 15 range on playmaking. It's very important. There's no really other way to do it. As you can see, I'm maxed out everywhere. I can only get 10, so I'm going to go for more shooting here. I would definitely not change any of your playmaking. Max them out, because if you could shoot and you can play a little bit off the ball, and be able to make moves off the ball without actually having the ball in your hand, or being able to be a playmaker not only for yourself but for others, it's going to make you that much more lethal. And you know what? If I get 100 likes on this video, what I'm going to do is show you some of the gameplay from both builds. I also have a video attached to this one that's coming out very soon too. It's coming out next Tuesday. Look for that video at 6 p.m. where I'm going to show you my 6'9" slasher. Absolute demon. Oh my god. Absolute demon. But you're going to see me play around with the attributes here. I settle on 16 defensive badges just so that I can get the 20 shooting badges, as you can see here. So we have 20, 10, 16. People are going, that build is trash. 36 badges. But I'm a demon. I know basketball. Regardless of what it says as far as your badge upgrade availability, if you know how to play, you're going to be okay with this build. 15 defensive badges on a stretch 4 build? Are you kidding me? 22 shooting badges, 10 playmaking, 15. Doesn't look too bad now, does it? And I'm dunking. This build, I guarantee you, will be one of the best stretch builds in 2022. Watch what I tell you. Just for the simple fact that it has the ability to shoot, stretch the floor, play make for itself and for others, but it can defend. You are no longer a liability on the defensive end, and we're going to keep our weight at 200. Because we want to be able to do that fadeaway, baby. We want to be able to be a defensive demon down there. We want to be able to help. We don't always want to be, you know, the best shooter on the floor. We can shoot. We will be lethal with an 85 mid-range and an 84 three-pointer and 83 post fade. But we still have the capability of being one of the team's best defenders on the team, which as a stretch 4, playing, you know, primarily with your, you around the rim, but your matchup away from the rim, you want to be able to do both. And anytime you can get all 4 takeovers for a post score, and it all comes down to, personal preference, but in my opinion, the stretch facilitator is going to be the build. It's going to be the meta build for this year coming up. Mark my words when I say it. This build has the potential to be deadly. And if you do this build at 6'6" and not 6'7", it gets even scarier as far as what it can do on the defensive end and what it can do on the shooting end. Laterally, perimeter, all of those things go up once you become a little bit smaller, even by an inch. We're going to go with posterizer on this one. We're going to go with limited takeoff. Still got to go with fearless finisher, man. I don't want to be tired when I get to the rim. And then when I get there, if I am tired, I still want to be able to finish. We're going to go with gold on all the important badges. Hall of Fame for all the ones we cannot go without. But this is how I would do my badge setup right now for this build, because I know how my style of play is. And I really enjoy being able to do multiple things. I don't want to just be a knockdown shooter. You'll see most people light up catch and shoot, and that's because they don't know their jump shots. I mean, catch and shoot is a, how can I put it? It's a personal preference. I'm gonna leave it there. I don't want my new subs getting mad at me about catch and shoot. But if you know your jump shot, catch and shoot is a great badge for you to use. But I just personally don't need it, because I feel I know my jump shot A, but B, I know how to utilize my badges and get the most out of my badges, if that makes sense. Catch and shoot to me is a waste of time if I have sniper on Hall of Fame. Okay, if I didn't have sniper on Hall of Fame, then catch and shoot would be on Hall of Fame, if that makes sense. But it's OP. I don't need both. I want to be flexible. I want to be well-rounded. I want to be able to do multiple things in the court. And on defense, I want to be a pure lockdown. If this was on me, my build would have, drum roll please, gold tireless defender, or silver at minimum. But most people frown upon this, and they rather go with, pickpocket and pogo stick and things of that nature. So for the sake of the video, I'm gonna go with pickpocket and pogo stick. But this right here is how I would run my 15 badges. And there's nothing wrong with running your 15 badges this way, but it all really comes down to personal preference and how you like to play. I don't like to reach, so I don't need pickpocket, but I do like playing defense and shuffling and moving my feet and being an all-around good player on the basketball court at all times. Whether it's pro-am, whether it's 3v3, whether it's rec, whether it's park, I pride myself in making sure that I'm a well-rounded player for not only myself but also for my team. So if you guys like this content, you know what to do. Go ahead and drop a sub. Go ahead and like the video. Comment down below which build that you would prefer. Would you rather go with the original stretch that you're going to see all year, or would you like the stretch facilitator? I'm bringing you guys content, right? Like, share, subscribe, guys. If you liked the video today, it means a ton to me. 100 likes and I will be bringing out this 6'9 slasher and a 6'9 shooter build that I think is absolute demon. Once again, this is Shucky Duck signing out. Peace.